I'm Raymond. I'm a chiropractor from Gezondheid. I'm stuck at home, like many of you are. I'm doing some unusual things at home that I'm not used to doing, and I'm starting to experience some usual pains. And I've got a pain in my elbow leading into my forearm, and I think let's speak a little bit about that today. I often find myself sitting here on a nice comfortable bunk here with my laptop and doing my administration or doing whatever work I want to do for a half an hour or so. And sometimes that half an hour leads into an hour and a half. And only then do I realize I have elbow pain. So this is not a good place to sit. Since I've got elbow pain, I've decided to move to a better spot. I've moved to this dining room table and a dining room chair. What this does, it's got a better backrest. The chair sits more, not more comfortably, but it's more sturdy and stable. And I've also got support for my elbow. And this has certainly helped with my elbow pain. It's better than sitting on a soft bunk, nice and comfortable, but causing pain. I've been stuck at home for quite some time. My wife has also given me a long list of DIY stuff to do, like screwing and doing little clister around the house. Using a screwdriver is one of the major causes of tennis elbow or elbow pain. So what is best is that rather use a cordless screwdriver or just ask your wife to be a little bit nicer to you. So what we're going to do about this elbow pain? This elbow pain is an overuse injury. So it is so important to identify the cause of this injury. If we're not going to identify the cause of this injury, you're not going to get rid of this elbow pain. So it is important to also not only identify it, but also control what is causing it, because sometimes you cannot stop. We have to work behind the computer, or we have to do the clister for our wives. So try and control it better. Use the correct equipment. Make sure that your setup is correct. Make sure your posture is correct. And home treatment advice for this elbow pain. First, stop directly when you feel the pain. Then, because it's an inflammatory response or an inflammatory condition, we need to calm down the inflammation. The best home remedies to calm down inflammation is rest, ice, and stretch. So first of all, rest this elbow, stay away from what is ever causing this elbow pain. And then we're going to use ice. What I would recommend is ice at least 3 to 4 times a day, but you ice for 10 minutes on, 10 minutes rest, and then 10 minutes again. Do that 3 or 4 times. And then there's also a very easy stretch that you can stretch out this elbow joint so that we can get rid of this inflammation response. And the stretch is quite easy. You flap your wrist, hold it forward like this, and then you're going to stretch out your arm. And you're going to hold that for about 20 seconds and do that about 2 or 3 times again. I'm going to repeat it. Flap your arm, your hand, hold it, and stretch out the arm like this. And hold it there for 20 seconds. And if the pain still continues, get hold of your chiropractor and we can advise you and help you through the process of getting better. Thank you.